Hi, all of my messy peeps out there. Have you seen my home lately? The third trimester of pregnancy has brought a whole new level of laziness to my life. For those of you who are wondering, in this video I am 32 weeks pregnant, but by the time this video will be posted, I will be 35 weeks pregnant. Holy cow! Okay, let's stop staring at my large belly and get to the cleaning. First of all, let's talk about slinkies. Buying a slinky is like buying a carton of Rocky Road. It's only gonna last a day. See, check out mine. This took about an hour for my child to disfigure, and now you get to watch an 8-month pregnant woman take out her ongoing hormonal changes on a pillow. Don't you worry about me, okay? I'm just fine. Just fine. So this is gonna be more of a surface level clean. Deep cleaning just doesn't happen after 30 weeks of pregnancy for me. I'm like a 90-year-old woman right now. Just bending down to pick something up could be my demise. So I hope this video can still be motivating for you. This clean with me may not be Instagram worthy, but it's just gonna have to be YouTube worthy. Time to pick up my favorite vacuum. You probably see me using this in almost every video I make. I love it. This video isn't sponsored. I paid for this vacuum with my own money. It was a brand I had never heard of before, but it had good reviews on Amazon, and so I took a chance on it, and I'm glad I did. Nothing like getting a good deal on something that actually works. You can use it as a mini vacuum like I am now, or you can use it as a regular size vacuum like you will see me do later. It's super handy. There's a lot of things in my house that I don't clean enough, but my couches are cleaned regularly. I spent a whole year watching Facebook Marketplace waiting for the perfect couches to go on sale, and finally these beauties came along. I got the set of 2 for only $400. Yeah, I had to drive an hour away for it, but it was totally worth it. They looked practically new when we got them. And I like to keep up on them, to keep them in the beautiful shape that I found them, which can be quite difficult when you have kids, hence why I went for a dark color. If you're a mom looking to buy a couch, then stay away from beige, white, in fact, any light color. Blacks, browns, and dark blues are your best friend. And here's everything that decided to hide under my couch. No matter what color couch you have, many things will get lost underneath. It's one of the first places I look when I lose the remote. There was a ton of dust back here. I'm just casually picking up giant balls of dust. They closely resemble what my armpits look like in the winter. Okay, that was a joke. I think. Maybe. Yes, it was a joke. It was a funny joke. And yeah, for my cord situation I've got going on here, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm really going for the whole spaghetti look. That's what all the cool moms are doing, and I'm just trying to keep up, okay? My once a year behind the TV dusting is now complete, so while I'm cleaning, let me ask you guys, what is the dustiest area in your house? Mine is under the bed. Don't believe me? Then look under your beds. I've seen dust bunnies the size of cantaloupes under mine. I mean, they were so big that I went to the store and bought a cage, pellets, and carrots. Or at least I should have. But it's too late, and it was a very important date. There was no time to say hello, goodbye, and now I'm late. I'm late. I'm too late. And what do you know, 1 room out of 10 in my house is clean, and I'm very proud. Now it's time to move on to my hot spots. Flat surfaces covered in stuff is the norm in this room. Mostly it's full of my son's toys and projects, but it's one of those surfaces I can't allow to get out of control because this is where we eat. And you can only push things aside so many times before they start falling off the table and onto the floor. Kinetic sand is a big deal in our house. I mean, have you played with it before? This stuff isn't just for kids. It's fun for adults too. Oh, to be a kid again. Being an adult is not as fun. The only thing I get to play now is Master Dish Doer. Or are you smarter than your Instapot? And neither of these would be an interesting game show, so I can't even get my 5 minutes of fame over here. I don't know what stain remover everyone else is using, but I love using this Shout stain remover. I swear it was made by magical leprechauns because it never fails me. It gets everything out, from mustard stains all the way to husband stains after he asks me what's for dinner. And onto my next clutter-hungry surface, everything gets piled here. And I try to go through it regularly, or it can get out of control in just 2 days. I've considered putting large decorative pillows all across it just to stop myself from throwing stuff here, but I'm not sure if that would look good in a dining room. Does anyone have ideas on a solution for this? While I was surfing through paper clutter, I found this pretty impressive art here. This is my T-Rex, and this is also my T-Rex after I looked at a Google image on how to draw a T-Rex. And get ready for the best one here. Are you ready? This is my grandma's T-Rex. I mean, this one is by far the one that's going to give you the most nightmares. Which one of those dinos would you hope not to run into? Once again, my grandma outdid me. So those of you who have been wondering how my pregnancy is going, well, let me tell you about it. The other day, I sat in a toddler chair and it collapsed. Yeah, that's how it's going. Apparently, I'm now too big to sit in chairs made for 4-year-olds. But other than that, the pregnancy is going well. I have a healthy baby girl in there and I get to meet her in about 5 more weeks. Just 5 more weeks of looking like an African elephant. I can make it through. I want to take a moment to thank the people who were so kind to give to my baby registry. I never asked any of you to give, yet you guys reached out to me asking for the registry, and for that I am just so incredibly appreciative. I mailed out thank you letters, but not all of you gave your address, so I wanted to give an additional thank you to Emily Weinrock and April Beckham. Your kindness and thoughtfulness means so much to me. On to the kitchen. Normally this is the messiest room in my house, but I actually have it in pretty good shape right now. What's the messiest room in your home? According to Google, the messiest room in people's homes tends to be the living room. This is actually shocking to me because my living room is typically the cleanest room in my house. Even my dining room is normally worse off. I'll be curious about what you guys have to say. Maybe it's because living rooms are often the place where we put all of our children's toys, and we all know how quickly toys can get out of control, especially if your kids have very generous grandparents. My son just turned 4, and before his 4th birthday, I had him go through his toys and sort through the ones he doesn't play with as much in order to get new ones. It was a little difficult of a process, but we made it through, and we were able to donate a handful of them with very minimal crying. I'd call that a success, and all the new toys he got are much cooler than the toys he donated. I must admit that I've not been keeping up very well with Fly Lady's weekly home blessing. I used to be a pro at it. I did it every week, never missing a week, and now my motivation levels are dropping dramatically. Keeping my house clean right now is about as difficult as it is to see my toes when I'm in the shower. Every time I bend down to pick up a toy, I feel like I should get an Olympic medal. But it's okay because I'm excelling in other things. For example, I have beat my ice cream eating record and I had 6 scoops in 1 day. Yeah, bet you can't top that. Time to clean the back porch and put the cat away for the day. This is Leslie. She's a nice cat, 5% of the time. The other 95% she is devising an evil plan for my demise, but it's okay. We get by. This room is barely used because it's not insulated, so it's either freezing cold or boiling hot. And as you can see right now, I'm being slowly roasted, so it's time to get the heck out of here. And onto my small entryway where the laundry piles up in the corner and shoes never make it onto the shoe shelf. But it's okay because there's worse messes. Like this side of the entryway that the camera angle wasn't showing you yet. I have this hobby where I like to throw boxes and garbages by the door instead of taking them outside. I make a game out of it. Oh, and the goal of the game is to glare across the room, just like this, until your husband does it for you, because men are great mind readers. Said nobody ever, but we can continue to expect them to be. I hope that you still enjoyed this totally unsatisfying surface level clean, but that's all you're gonna get out of me right now until my belly is no longer the size of a beach ball. I'm done cleaning for the day, and hey, if you enjoyed this totally lame clean with me, then like this video, and hey, subscribe if you haven't yet. Red button right there. Go ahead and click it. Yep. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Are you there? Hello? Oh, I need a nap. Okay, good night.